started. So today we have a very exciting conversation planned, and we're going to talk about the power of love, singing, and healing. We've got Alexia Chillun with us. She's a singer, she's a songwriter, and what do I would say? She's in tune with the universe. And also we've got Jalpa with us. This session is brought to you by Sipping Thoughts, by Humans for Humanity, and the Cosmic Heart Gallery. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Sukirti Gupta. I'm one of the co-founders of Sipping Thoughts. Sipping Thoughts is a multi-platform media company that was co-founded by me and by Meeta Gudgutia. It was set up keeping in mind the tagline, Real Women, Real Thoughts. We wanted to create a no-judgment platform and create a network of women for women and, of course, the men that have supported us. And we are available on Facebook. We are on Instagram. You can check out our website. There's lots of interesting content. I'm sure you'll find something that'll keep you engaged. We've got Jalpa from the Cosmic Heart Gallery, which she has created a beautiful space that is open to young and emerging artists as well as veterans in the art, photography, music, film, printmaking, and sculpture. The gallery has hosted over 200 unique events that have been dedicated to all things about art and healing and has established itself as a one of a kind spiritual gallery. Our third partner is Humans for Humanity, which is a non government organization which is headquartered in Dehradun in India. It was founded by Anurag Chauhan and is widely known for the social work, particularly with regards to menstrual hygiene. The WASH project that it started has helped over 1.5 million women in 6 states over the last 5 years. So they're doing a fantastic job. But today we are all about music, the power of healing, and I think it's just going to be a very interesting evening. We've got with us Alexia and a little bit about her. I mean, I think this I'm paraphrasing from her trust, key word, no plans for the future, go with the flow. These are not exactly catchphrases for today's calculating, media savvy, and self promoting generation of musical artists, but a way of life for singer and songwriter Alexia. She's got 8 albums and that she's done in her productive 12-year journey, and she has ridden her wave of trusting and practicing life from a very different angle. And as we get into the conversation, we'll hear some of her music and we'll hear a lot about her also. And in conversation with Alexia, we have Jalpa, and she too wears many hats and she enjoys a very multidimensional journey. She's a businesswoman, a farmer, an artist, a curator, a social worker. She's also one of the handful of reconnective healing foundational practitioners in India. Jalpa founded the Cosmic Heart Gallery, which is a space dedicated to offering exquisite art collections. She's also the vice president of the Western India Floriculture Association. She's also a philanthropist and she works closely with BPW International, the largest organization in the world empowering women, and the NGO Humans for Humanity as their state director in Maharashtra. Jalpa was recently recognized with the Women Empowerment Principles Leadership Award by Asia One and the United Nations Development Corporation. So, first of all, welcome, Alexia. Welcome, Jalpa. We are so excited to have this conversation. And before we get started, I think, Alexia, we'd love to hear a little bit about your connection to India because you have deep roots that go far back here.
Yeah, so my great grandparents are from South India in Chennai, and they moved to Mauritius, which is where my great grandparents were born, and my grandparents and my dad was born in Mauritius. So, and you know, the Hindu culture's been carried and the Tamil culture's been carried through to Mauritius. And my mother is from Cyprus. And I was born in the UK, so I've lived in Mauritius as well. So I've been to India. Obviously have a strong connection to India. And when I went there, it was quite funny because people look at me and they start speaking to me in Hindi, but I didn't understand because it's not been in my upbringing. So that was always quite a funny thing that was happening when I was traveling around India.
So, well, welcome. I think we have a lot of guests here from all over the world today. So, we're very excited to hear you sing and hear and learn, I think, about what is this 432 hertz. I think I'm so curious about it. Jalpa, I know I ask you this, but what is reconnective healing?
Oh, well, Sukirti, when we're talking about reconnective healing, we're talking about frequencies. Now, when we're talking about art, sound, music, what Alexia is going to do today is take us on a journey of frequencies. Well, reconnective healing is actually a gateway to accelerated life progress It's one of the most dynamic areas of energy healthcare in the world, which consists of energy, light, and information. And when these frequencies entrain our system, our cells start emitting a higher level of biophotonic light. They actually reorient the person and put them into their center, into their full potential. And it's like taking you to the next step of your own evolution. It really leads to a lot of life progress, a lot of pathways open up for the people who usually experience the sessions. And we're not diagnosing or treating anything. It's a healing designed by the intelligence of the universe. And the
Mm.
practitioner is also in receiving mode as we practice these healings. Yes, and it's backed by 12 international studies in science. So, in that sense, it's quite exciting, even to satiate, what a lot of people like to understand, what's happening. And there are a lot of theories and, studies which prove that this is causing a shift at a cellular level.
So let's get started. I think everybody is excited for this conversation and we're waiting to be mesmerized. Her voice is so beautiful. And you can see she's already set up with a guitar. So we're going to have lots of live music. So over
Always
to you,
ready.
Jalpa. Take it away.
Yes, so it gives me great joy to be here today and in conversation with the lovely Alexia Chellun, which you can all
Hey.
see. Alexia, you do have a beautiful smile, something I haven't mentioned before.
Oh,
And I
thank you.
could describe her as a smiling angel that beckons each of us to go on a journey of introspection, growth, and love through her music. Alexia wears many hats. She's a gifted singer and songwriter, an accomplished self taught guitarist, and a Kundalini yoga instructor. Her approach to music is quite simply based on her own life lessons, her own experiences, and letting go of constraints. She travels around the world singing at various festivals, retreats, and concerts. What's interesting is that Alexia composes some of her music even inspired by mantras from the Hindu, Sikh, and Buddhist traditions. She's fascinated that sound is an ancient healing tool and shares songs that are written by herself, inspired by her own journey through life. So, on that note, a very warm welcome, Alexia. I'm excited to have this
Hi.
conversation with you.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Hey Jalpa, how you doing?
Good, good.
Good.
I'd love to start the evening with one of your healing songs to set the stage for this special.
Yeah, let's do a little clip of it. I'm not gonna do all of it because it's actually 10 minutes long, and that will put
Yes,
you in a deep, you'll be gone for the rest of the hour. But
okay,
I'll do a little snippet.
lovely.
My body, mind, and spirit are healthy. 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 I give thanks for the health of my being. I see my cells and atoms heal. Every day I bless the health I have, and I say thank you for my healing. Thank you for my healing. Thank you for my healing. Thank you for my healing.
Thank you, Alexia. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Mm,
Life is about being happy and well, and we've started on a note of gratitude for health.
mm,
Yes,
mm. I
and
think it's so powerful.
exactly, exactly. And before we dive into all things musical with you, I'd love for you to share with the audience, with all of us, what led you to harness your voice as a medium of expression? How did you choose a
Mm.
musical career?
Mm. Well, I didn't so much choose it. I mean, it started as a hobby when I was at university at
Okay.
20 years old. And then that's when I first learned the guitar, started just learning songs that I liked and started writing songs. And then I got into yoga and meditation and, kind of that exploration. And started as a musician doing yoga courses and stuff, started writing mantras, writing the music to old mantras. And then it kind of just took on a journey. A friend of mine was like, hey, let's record some of your mantras. And we recorded it. And then people loved it. And I was invited to yoga festivals and retreats and such. And it just took a journey. There wasn't a point where I was like, oh, I really want to be a songwriter, or a singer. I mean, I always loved music, of course. But it kind of, I guess, that was the journey I was meant to take in my life. When I was a kid, I was so sporty. I wanted to be a footballer or a basketball player, so it took a different direction. And, I go with the flow of life and journey. I've never wanted to do anything as this is the only thing I'm doing. And it is challenging because people like to know what you're doing, what type of genre, what type of style, so what music do you do? And I never know how to answer that question because it changes. I've done albums that are mantras, I've done albums that are affirmation songs, I've done just, love songs, all sorts of different pop songs, folk songs. So it changes as I change through life.
Yes. Yes.
And all I'm doing is sharing and expressing things that I learned, things that have helped me in my own progress, in my own peace and relaxation. And then it comes through in music.
Yes. That's what I wanted
Mm.
about you, that you always allow life to present itself, to lead you to the next step.
Yeah,
Yes, and
yeah,
your
yeah,
music is reflecting that. That's lovely.
yeah.
And what I found is your music is very unique and it mesmerizes and transports one. I'm sure a lot of people feel the same. And I'd
Mm.
love to understand what led you to discover such a different form of music and philosophy. It's very
Mm.
different than mainstream music.
Mm. I think I think any artist or musician or creative person
Yeah.
will know that creativity flows through you,
Yes.
and it's not something that you do outside of yourself. So it accompanies your journey through life. So
Absolutely.
my journey has been one of curiosity and understanding things and learning, say, about quantum physics, or hearing stories people really can heal themselves, sometimes miraculously, and or through meditation, or the power of the mind and the power of the thought. So that then, those discoveries as me, my personal life, then comes through when I'm being creative. So then when I allow the space for the creativity to flow, it has these elements with it.
Lovely. So it's translating into your music in different ways, everything that touches you.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I've also gathered that you've been exposed to a world of diverse cultures, musical
Mm,
styles, languages, and right from
mm,
having an Indian Mauritian father to a Greek Cypriot mother, how
yeah.
has this all impacted your music and your style, your creativity?
I think probably in the sense that, that my music is so varied. I've had such a different influence of cultures, of languages, of living in different places. I've lived in many places that,
Yes.
we're influenced by by our surroundings, by the things that come through to us. So, I'll have a song that sounds very one style and then another style, and then I also sing in different languages, which has its own. I mean, I can share with you a little song if you like, but this is Spanish, which I lived in Spain for 6 years and learned the language, and have a song that's half Spanish, half English. And
Lovely.
this was inspired by a book of Paulo Coelho. I'm sure you've heard of the author.
Yes. Yes, of course.
And he wrote a book called The Witch of Portobello, which I read and was inspired to write this song about women and the power that women have, that has often been in the history, in the past of women, has been seen as crazy, but we see that coming through as the energy of the world shifts to a more matriarchal energy. I think it's beautiful, and this song is kind of about that. So I can share a little bit with you if
That
you'd
would be
like.
lovely. That would be
Yeah,
lovely.
yeah. It's called Ella es amor.
Lovely. Thank you.
She walks the land with such courage, and she walks the land with such grace. Ella es valiente, es amor. Ella le entrega su corazón. Ella baila en trance, en estado puro. Ella baila con su cuerpo desnudo. She walks the land with such beauty, and she walks the land with such love.
That was delightful. It transported us. Thank you,
Thank
Alexa.
you.
You know,
Oh, you're
music has no
welcome.
genre. I think that's the beautiful thing. You can feel the music, even if we can't understand the language.
Yeah.
You know, another thing I've understood from our interactions, Alexia, is that you describe your work like a musical toolkit, you know, like a tool for self expansion. And, you know, your music has played a role in helping so many people with their inner process, right? Like for somebody, they might pick up a book of Eckhart Tolle. For others, they may enroll in a yoga class. But music can play a big role in bringing an inner alignment and shift, right? So, is there a message that you would like to spread, you know, through your soulful music and the lyrics? I mean, they're so powerful. I'm sure you have people coming back to you all the time saying how it's transformed and touched their lives.
Yeah, and I think what's the way that my music has taken its journey is it's sort of like, you know, there's so many things that you can go to, like you said, like books or talks and courses that you can do that give you tools to help in your process of living a peaceful life and more relaxing. And because I'm a songwriter, those things that I learn then comes through with music. So then it kind of like helps people with their journey through, but in a musical way. That's, you know, that's why I said to you the other day, kind of jokingly, it's kind of like a musical toolkit, because it's kind of like, you know, reading that book that will help you, but listening to music so you can have it on the go. You know, for example, I've done some affirmation stuff about being grateful and the attitude of, you know, giving thanks and for anything, for the little things, you know, and that, for example, can start your day, you know, as a reminder, because music is so powerful. You know, you'll be humming a song, you're like, where did that song come from, you know? And music is so powerful and so connective to everybody that for me it's like, wow, if it's so powerful and you're singing stuff that is helping people to allow them and guide them to their own power and their own strength and their own inner guidance and their own journey, and
Yes,
giving them the tools to really be the full, expansive, beautiful selves that they are,
yeah,
then for me that's, you know, that's wonderful.
it's a gift. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Can I invite you to sing one of you know, maybe the song of the gratitude?
Yeah, sure. Cap on. I'm grateful I am free. I'm grateful for the love that surrounds me. I'm grateful I am free. I'm grateful for the love that surrounds me. I'm grateful I am free. I'm grateful for the love that surrounds me. I am grateful for health. I'm grateful for wealth. I am grateful for health. I'm grateful for health. I am grateful for health. I'm grateful thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Gratitude.
Oh, thank you.
No, I first discovered your beautiful music in the documentary A Million Steps to Love by
Mm,
Sandra Course. And for
yeah.
those of you in the audience who don't know, this is a film dedicated to the theme of love and documents the journey of Esmeralda Hesh and 13 Dutch women who walked the holy path all the way from the West Bank of Palestine to Jerusalem in the name of love. And Alexia, your music has given the perfect backdrop to the film and the wondrous
Mm.
journey depicted. How did you feel when you first saw the film and the audiovisual exhibition that I curated based on this film? And
Oh, it was
sing us
such a
a
joy.
song, of course. Would you
Say,
sing us a
say
song?
again? Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. I'll sing as much as you like. It was really beautiful to see the documentary. You know, Sandra had contacted me about using the music for the documentary, and I knew a little bit what it was about.
Yes,
But when I saw it, it was just so beautiful, and really, it was so fitting the lyrics and the journey and the story and um, the imagery. You know, it was just everything about it was so beautiful, and I feel like it was really all the elements were meant to be that way. You know, the story of Esmeralda and her journey, the beautiful women that joined her, the filming and the amazing cinematography that Sandra did, and all of that, and the music. You know, it really was beautiful, and it was so lovely to see. You know, and to hear the music. I was beautifully surprised. You know, I was like, oh wow, this is amazing. You know,
yes. And that's why,
yeah,
when I was curating the exhibition, I asked Sandra to, reach out to you. And, yes, have you seen the
yeah.
visual exhibition?
I have a little bit, yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to invite everybody in the audience to see the film and, the
Oh, the
exhibition.
film, yeah, of course I've seen that. Sorry,
Yes,
I got confused with
yes,
your question.
yes. And a big hug
Yeah.
to Esmeralda and Sandra, who are also part of the audience today. Yes, thank you.
Oh, cool. Hey, Sandra and Esmeralda.
Yeah. So can I invite you to sing The Power is Here now? It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, this one I'm going to sing the full song. So, you know, I invite you to just relax, close your eyes if you want. Um, just let the music take you. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, and nurture you. The power of love is here power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, and nurture you. Oh, the power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, and nurture you.
Thank you, Alexia, for that lovely journey.
Thank you.
I'm sure everyone in the audience is, mesmerized in a soft space. And one take about your music is definitely its ability to heal, to calm a person down. I think we all experience that, with you live today. And I know that you record some of your music, in this special frequency of 432 hertz, which is said to be mathematically resonant with the vibrations of the universe. And, I know many people in the audience would love to know a little bit more about this 432 hertz from you. And, it's fascinating for us. And how you chose to record your work in it, some of your work in it.
Yeah, so I first came across this frequency back in, I think it was, I'm like, what year are we now? It was something like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And I was recording a song that was in Quechua, the language from people in Peru.
Okay.
And we were using this bell in the recording.
Okay.
And in the studio, we the guy was getting the sound of the microphone of the bell and whatever, and he said, "Oh wow, this is really interesting. This bell is tuned at the frequency of 432." Now, this bell was quite an old bell. It must have been more than 100 years ago, maybe 150 years ago. An old bell from one of the shamanic tribes in Peru. So we were all really fascinated. We're like, "Wow, what is this? I'd never heard of 432 before. I was like, what is this frequency 432?"
Yeah.
So just in that moment of recording with the bell, we were like, well, the bell's in 432, and someone in the studio had heard that, oh yeah, that's a great frequency or something. So we just decided to tune everything to 432 for that recording. And we did that there and then. And the way to tune in 432, so it's kind of, how would I describe it? So when you tune an instrument, say you tune ABC, right? Do, 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 for example, right? No, I don't think in 432, it's kind of like all of the frequencies slightly lower. So the three notes are a tiny bit lower.
Okay.
So it's not that any of the one notes are low. It's kind of do, 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 do do do. No, that's a semitone. I can't quite get it right. It's very slight. It's a very slight change of frequency. But instead of being la la la, it's la 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 la. You know what I mean? So it's a tiny bit lower at
And
the whole of the frequency. So with the guitar, I have this little tuner here, and hopefully you can see.
okay,
Let's see if you can see
I was just
that.
going to ask if you can demonstrate how an instrument is tuned, if it's possible.
Yeah. So this little tuner, exactly. God, this little tuner is tiny. This is the new technology of today. You
Okay.
can't even see what you're doing. Okay, so this little tuner here. I don't know if you see at the bottom. You can see the green lights, and then in the bottom corner. Oh gosh, I turned it off. Hang on. There you go. 432. Right.
Yeah.
So that I've chosen to tune everything in 432. So now when I go to tune one
So you
of the
actually
strings.
program the tuner and then you attach the instrument.
Yeah, so now the tuner is it's attached to the guitar, right? And so now if I want to tune the E string,
Yes.
I can tune the E string,
Okay.
and it's tuning itself in in the hertz of 432. So then each string
Okay.
I will tune to its string, which is A, E, but then the whole of the frequency is tuned to 432.
Ah.
So this is quite, I mean, to tune certain instruments is easier than others, like with the guitar. I mean, some tuners don't even have this possibility. I have another tuner here which doesn't do that, you know.
Okay.
But certain instruments you can't. I mean, with the piano, it would be a mission to tune it to 432
And
because
that
it,
was one
you
of the
know.
questions somebody sent in. Can you tune the piano?
Ah, yeah. So, you know, I mean, to tune the guitar, you know, you just move one of these
Okay.
things. And it's much easier. But with a piano, as you know, tuning a piano in itself is you have to get a professional piano tuner to go in there and tighten all the. So that would be a bit more tricky. Also, for example,
Yes. With all
a trumpet would be difficult. You know, wind instruments because it's already tuned. You know, you don't tune the trumpet or the clarinet or the saxophone. It would be much harder to find that frequency. Whereas a string instrument, a violin or a guitar or a cello or bass, or would be much easier to find that frequency. And then of course there's electronic frequencies which you can just put 432 in. There you go. All your music's 432.
lovely. So, can I again, request you to play something for us so we can all experience the power of this special 432 hertz frequency?
Uh-huh.
Now
Yeah,
that
so this I'll play the song that I was just talking about with the bell that I first wrote.
okay, that's in the film as well, right?
Yeah, that's also in the film.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, lovely.
Oh, yeah, 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 oh. Ampwe sacha mama, ampwe kenti, ampwe águila, ampwe pachamama, huiracocha, atun sonco, los queros, muna y sonco, otorongo. Sachamama, ampue kenti, ampue águila, ampue pachamama, Huiracocha, atun sonco los queros, monai sonco, otorongo.
That was beautiful. You know,
Thank you.
you really feel it's very shamanic, right? In its roots, this song.
Yeah, yeah.
Alexia, a lot of people are asking what language was that song in?
That was in Quechua, which is a language from a region in Peru. I was learning about the culture of some Peruvian shamans at that time, and I was gonna go to Peru, and a friend of mine was said, "Hey, why don't you write a song in Quechua?" And I don't speak Quechua, but the vibe of that song is a little bit similar to The Power Is Here Now, in that it touches along and talks about the elements of the earth and the fire and water and the power of different energies. Because in this shamanic line, we learn about the energies of the earth and how we're all made up of the energies that surround us universally on the planet. And so it's taking certain lyrics that talk about the sky and the earth and the moon and animal symbolism, and mixed with this song, which I wrote. I wrote the chorus staring at a fire before I'd even come. Before a friend suggested to write the song, it was I wrote the oh, oh, I wrote that when I was staring at a fire one day. So you just don't know how the music's going to come through. And oh actually doesn't. It's not a word. It doesn't mean anything. I made it up. It's not. It's not translated. That particular word is. I was just singing into the fire, So whether that was some wisdom coming through, I don't know.
Lovely. And you know, we all find inspiration from your music, Alexia. And actually, you know, you like you mentioned the fire for this song, but I'm quite curious to know where you find your inspiration from for your songwriting.
Yeah, so I mean, inspiration is an interesting thing because it's not. I don't find it so much as something inspires me. Of course, everything can inspire me, right? Like
Yes.
everything, an ant, a conversation. You see people sitting on a bench, the wisdom you learn about the universe, or power is here now. Like everything can inspire you, but it's more so much when you're in inspiration, when you are feeling the inspiration, then anything can be of inspiration to you. So it's not so much like, oh, if I'm alone, then I'm inspired, or if I'm on a mountain, I'm inspired, or if I'm looking at a sunset, I'm inspired. It's not so much that, but it's more just a case of when I'm in my body. It's like I get this sensation. It's really interesting when I know when I'm about to write a song. It's like this feeling that comes over my body, and I'll pick up the guitar and I just know that something's happening, and I will always press record on my phone to record whatever that is.
Lovely.
And so, the inspiration, like I said, it can be about love, it can be about things that I learn, it can be about so many things. So it's not so much a thing that inspires me, but more so much when I am in my flow, when I'm allowing myself to be a vessel, as it were, for the inspiration to come through. And in my case, musically and vocally,
Yeah.
then I'm inspired. Do you see what I mean?
Yes. So it comes from within. That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
So you,
I can't force writing a song. It's really hard for me to write a song about something. It's like, oh, let me write a song about that, or it just doesn't work that way. I mean, I've done it a couple of times, and it is fun, actually. It is a fun creative process,
yes.
and I have written some good songs that way.
Yes.
It's not it's not the only way, is what I'm saying. Like,
Yes.
the inspiration is so different, and also I'm just speaking from me. Like, people are different, musicians are different, creative people are different. They might need that particular time and space to be creative. um, and
Where
everybody works differently in their creative space. So it's about tuning into your own guidance of how you are creative. What's the best space or time or way to be to allow yourself to be creative?
yes, yes. So the more empty
Mm.
you are, you're flowing beautifully as a vessel, like.
Yeah, probably, but not so much empty. I mean, I think it's really hard to get empty. I think that's such a beautiful concept, but it's like, how do you get empty? I don't, it's like thoughts are just like constant. You can go from one thought to another. How many thoughts have there been proven per second? It's like a million or something. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but a
Yeah,
lot of thoughts per second. So yeah, like yes, to be, but sometimes as well when you're angry, you can write great poetry, or when you're frustrated about something, or you feel the injustice of something, you can write a song or a poem or a book or anything, so it's not so much like being waiting till you're totally in peace to be creative at all either,
yeah.
but just following your own guidance of when you want to, how do you feel when you want to write. And so sometimes you're sad, sometimes you're heartbroken, and you're gushing your heart out in a song, or sometimes you're happy. So it's a range, it really is a range.
Thanks. You're always translating different experiences into your work, actually. And
Say that again.
I said you're translating different experiences, emotions into your work.
Yeah,
Spontaneously, I would say then.
yeah, yeah.
And your work has always been described as a cross between Nora Jones, Dar Williams, and Tracy Chapman, right?
mm,
But it would be interesting to know which artists are close to your heart, and
mm. I mean, I grew up listening, like, I love Tracy Chapman. I grew up listening to the Beatles. I love Simon and Garfunkel. I think they're brilliant. The Cranberries. There's so many bands that I listened to when I was a kid in Mauritius. I grew up in Mauritius, and our radio access wasn't that, like, there wasn't a lot of music that we got coming through the radio, and so it was the main things, the main artists at the time. Bob Marley. There's a lot of now. I listen to. I mean, to be honest, I don't listen to a lot of music myself. Maybe because I create music.
yeah,
I love listening to dance music. And earlier on, getting ready, I had the headphones on and just dancing around the place, just
yeah,
because I love listening to dance music. I love dancing. I love having fun. And yeah, so and also, it depends what mood you're in. For me, it depends what mood. I can really want to listen to something very soft and relaxing, or I can really want to listen to something going crazy and put on Bon Jovi or whatever. And um, yeah, it's a journey. There was times in my life I was really into reggae music. There's time when I was really into folk music. There was a time when I was really into country music. There was so it's
it's been
we all change and we go with that flow. But I think those kind of artists, Tracy Chapman was a big inspiration. The Cranberries singer was a big inspiration, because they're, singer-songwriters like me, and it was just so cool. I was like, wow, that's so cool. You play guitar and sing. I want to be like that. That's how I got into guitar. I was, my friends were playing guitar around the campfire, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. I want to play the guitar around the campfire. Teach me a song. So, um,
I
yeah,
say with the audience here today for the conversation, I asked Alexia, I said, would you like to even play some of the music? She said, no, no, I'm just going to play live. Because they can listen to my music otherwise anytime. Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah, of course.
another thing, I've learned about you from all our interactions and knowing you is that you spontaneously respond to life. You actually allow life to lead you to the next step. You're very
Mm,
much in the moment and,
mm.
life unfold. But at the same time, I'd love to know, if you have any exciting new plans for the future, any new projects
Mm.
you're working on.
Yeah, so I have a recording coming out actually next week. Oh my God, on the 3rd of March.
Okay.
Uh, and this I've been working on for a long time. It started in 2019.
Okay.
I was in Nashville recording, and it was meant to be done pretty quick, but then COVID hit, and it threw all the plans up in the air. And it just took a lot longer to get done, with all the different musicians around the world and having to learn the technologies of sending here and there and all sorts of things. So that's ready now. So that was recorded in the summer of 2019, and it will be ready next week. So that's very exciting. And that's 5 songs that I have, which is, I kind of want to say it's different to my other stuff, but I don't know whether it is. I feel like it is. It's more pop. It does have messages. One song, Eternal, for example, is talking about quantum physics and that kind of belief system.
Okay.
There's another one that's called Instagram, which is talking about the pressures of social media. It's a real mix, and also the sound of the music is real mix. In one of the songs I have a bit of beatboxing, so it's actually really exciting because I haven't done so, and it's as you say, you go with the flow. I mean, the last music that I put out was called The River, which is all very, very relaxing. Apart from one, it's all very chilled, relaxing. Meditation, heal, listen to, fall asleep. Great. And then this one I think is going to be more like, I don't know. You'll listen to it and you can all let me know what you think about this new music.
Can we get a sneak preview into the new one? I know it's not launched.
Yeah, gosh, do I remember anything? Oh wow, you put me on the spot. I can't remember. I haven't done my practice for the for the launch. Why don't you put more videos online? Why don't you dress up looking mighty fine? Why don't you get with the program? Every day post pictures on Instagram. Make videos and show them all the time. Keep up with us or you'll get left behind. Calculate what you want to say and do. When someone asks me how many follow you, I say I cannot put a number on hearts, and I cannot put a number on souls. If just one person is listening tonight, my heart is filled with liquid light. That's a little bit of the Instagram song. That was interesting. I wrote that when I was feeling, it was about 3 years ago, I was feeling this pressure of social media. Social media is such a weird force. It's amazing. Don't get me wrong, I love it. It is amazing, but there's something about it that is so kind of like, oh my God, am I missing out? What's happening? What do I need to do? How do I need to keep it? And time is speeding up and we're going so fast. It's like this feeling of missing out. I'm not there. I need to look good. I need to, and then, people's like, do this, do that for your music. Post here, post there. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want to do anything. Like, leave me alone. I can't deal with this. And then I wrote this song as a kind of like sarcastic, just a playful thing about the pressure of social media that we feel. So I'm excited to get that one out.
It has a very different feel, like you said, like a pop feel.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So you could fall asleep to the other stuff, and then when you need to wake up, put this song on, or vice versa.
Very different. All of your creations are very different. And honestly, Alexia, I can't wait to bear witness to your new works, even in the future. And I'd really like to extend immense gratitude to you, for being here,
Thank you.
for taking us on a journey that was fun, that was meditative, that was healing. And for me personally, both your presence and your music are truly honest. They're very uplifting. And, I think you've had an immense impact and impression on each of us here in the audience today. So thank you. And I'd love to hear.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jalpa, Sukirti, and Rohit, and everyone who's helped today. And also thank you to everyone there. I know I can see you're writing messages, but I can't reply or read them at the same time because, but I am so grateful for you being here, and thank you. I'm kind of seeing a little bit of snippets of your messages, and I truly thank you for being part of this.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I think we're getting a lot of requests, especially some people that love your music. So there is a request for allowing.
Okay.
Yes. And then there are
Yeah.
questions. We would love to take them if that's okay with you.
Yeah, let me give me 1 second. Got to be ready with the papers. Got to be ready. So I'll do a little piece of this. I'm allowing me to be me. I'm allowing allowing my power. I'm allowing well-being. I'm allowing my path to light up before me. I'm allowing everything to just be as it comes to me. I'm shining brightly. I'm allowing, easily allowing all my dreams to be in the right timing. I'm allowing me to be me. I'm allowing me to be me, to be free, to be free.
Wow, that was just, I mean, people are saying they're blessed. I mean, the gratitude. And before we let you go, of course, people want to hear what's your favorite. So they want to hear something that's from your heart and what you would like to say.
I love singing a song that I wrote called The River. That's my favorite to sing.
So please
Shall
do.
I sing it or
Yes,
I didn't know if that was a question like just to answer or
absolutely.
whether to sing a lot of it.
But you
You
know,
know it's
it's
quite
your
long, so I won't sing all of it. Say that again.
Yes, please do. They want to hear your favorite song.
Shall I sing the whole thing or shall I sing a little bit?
The whole thing, the longer the better,
Okay.
is what I'm getting as feedback.
Okay, I do love this song. When the river rushes down from the snow-peaked mountains, unleashes a roar so loud, its presence is astounding. It doesn't stop to think, where should I go? It's just following its flow, downstream, downstream. It doesn't think too much of where it should next go. It's just following its flow, downstream, downstream. I wonder, can I be like the river? Through the valley it passes hamlets and rolling meadows, bringing life so vibrant to all that it touches. 'Cause it just knows how it's meant to go. It just knows how when it's time to show. It doesn't think too much of where it should next go. It's just following its flow, downstream, downstream. I wonder, can I be like the river? I wonder, can I be like the river? Let your dreams live through you now. Let them just rise into Gaia. They're here for you to become. Let it unfold, let it unfold. See take a moment to see if I can flow just like that stunning river. Can I let go and trust so much as I walk through my unwritten journey? I watch it over and over again. I watch it flow, carefree, carefree. I watch it not attached to any rocks or any reeds. It's just following its flow downstream, downstream. I wonder, can I be like the river? I wonder, can I be like the river?
It was so beautiful. I
Thank
mean,
you. Thank you so
I'm
much.
just, you've delighted us all with all the listening. Your songs will live in our hearts and minds. Beautiful
Oh,
lyrics,
thank you. Thank
heartfelt
you.
thanks, very soothing to hear you. Warming, soulful song. I'm just repeating what a lot of the
Oh,
viewers
thank you. Thank
are
you,
saying.
everyone.
Absolutely mesmerizing. And it has been truly, truly a treat to have you with us today. And I know there are some questions, but I'm in such a soulful place that I can't even go into Q&A right now.
Yeah, that's fine. And also, if anyone has any questions, you can get in touch. Contact me, um, reach out. We're all just living life, figuring it out. So, um, I'm sure if you have any questions you want to know, you can ask Jalpa, Shukiti, me. We're around.
Uh, that was such a calming effect. And I think I'm in such a beautiful, beautiful zone. With that, I'd like to thank both you, Alexia, and of course, Jalpa, for this absolutely wonderful, amazing evening. Jalpa, anything you'd like to add?
You know, I'm just in this field of love, and Alexia, like I said, you truly transported each of us. So much gratitude.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's been lovely talking to you, Jalpa.
Yes, it's been lovely talking all through while we put this together. So
Yeah.
thank you all. Thank you for this beautiful audience for holding space for such a lovely conversation this evening. And yes, we're always here. And I think Sipping Thoughts, Humans for Humanity, and Cosmic Heart Gallery will always endeavor to bring you beautiful gifts from the world of art, sound, healing, and so many other worlds. Thank you.
And a lot of you have been asking, yes, this will be available. It will be available on the Cosmic Heart Gallery page. It will be available on Sipping Thoughts. So yes, you can go back and listen to this. And with that, I'm lost for words. I wish you
I just put the gallery mode on and I can see people. This is great. Hey, everyone. I can see my mum there. Hey, mum.
hello.
so we wish you all a
Oh, hi, everyone. Wow. Oh, now I know who you all are. What a joy to see your faces. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
We have people here
Oh,
from
so
around the
much
world,
love.
Alexia. So many people, so many friends around. They've set alarms on the other part of the world, and they're here to join us for the webinar.
That's wonderful. Oh, so beautiful to see you all. It's one thing knowing you're there listening, and it's another thing like seeing you all. It's really cool.
well, thank you. And with that, we wish you all a very blessed evening for today. And thank you once again, Alexia and Jalpa.
Thank you.